¡Vámonos!
The first step to become a wrestler is you have to have the desire to be one. You have to really want it. Because if you don't have it in your heart, if you don't want it, if you really don't want to do it, you will never become a wrestler. You know, the first thing, that's what, when somebody comes to me and asks me, hey, you know, how do I start? I go, you gotta want it. If you want it, then you can have it. And you know, they answer, you know, if their answer is right, then I start training. I'll take them on as apprentices, and you know, invite them to come back to school. And the reason why I say this is because it's very hard to begin, to start, to become a wrestler is very, very hard, because the training that is involved with becoming a wrestler is very, very hard. It's so hard on your body, on your mind. You know, and if you can do the first 3 weeks, then and you stick around, then you can become a wrestler. Because if right away people just give up, the first week or the second week, they don't come back. A lot of people don't come back. I'm very demanding. I'm very, very demanding from a wrestler that I train. So they have, even if they've been wrestling already for a few years, I still make them come to training 3 times a week, and that's a minimum. You know, 3 times a week. Plus, you know, they work. You know, if our training here is Monday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, and they usually wrestle on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. So usually they don't have but one day off, or like on Tuesdays. That's when everybody takes maybe a little bit of time off. But other than that, I insist that they train and they go to the gym, they work out, and you know, some of them do, but you know, some of them don't. But those are the ones that they don't get books, they don't get bookings, they don't get to go outside with us, they don't get to travel with, you know, all the big shows that we have. Because a lot of people think that W.P.W is just just the Anaheim marketplace, and it's not. We do a lot of shows. We're probably one of the busiest independent companies in the United States.
I've been in wrestling for 2.5 years, and I initially started because I've always wanted to be a wrestler. This is what I wanted to do my whole life, just be a wrestler. I started actually in high-risk wrestling, and I had my 3rd professional match here at W.P.W, and I enjoyed the time. I don't think there's any kind of barrier between me and the fans. I come out there, I have fun. I have a big smile on my face. I have my hat on with a big M on it. People are just enjoying me, and I'm enjoying them right back, giving them the show that they wanted. Oh! I've had numerous injuries so far. I've been dropped on the top of my head from about 6 feet up, and had stiff neck for a while. I've damaged my ankle. I've damaged my knee on multiple occasions. Damaged my elbow. I've been busted open. My mouth has been busted open. My nose has been busted open. I've busted, and it just comes with the territory. It was like wrestling is real. Gina! 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 Oh God!
Oh my ass! Oh. We've been around for a long time. We've been around for 10 years. as a company here, and we have a very deep essence within our fans.
People come here for, you know, a show. They don't want to just, you know, see wrestling. They want to see a show. So I give them the best show that I possibly can.
Chinga tu referee. Referee, fuera! Fuera! Fuera!
And we, you know, when we go home every night, we feel that we accomplished what we set out to do. You know, when I was growing up as a kid, I loved, you know, watching El Santo movies and going to the theater and pretending I was El Santo, I was a wrestler, a luchador. I was so much into it that I wanted to keep on training. And I looked around, there was nobody around here that would train me or that they had a ring. So what I did, I went and bought a ring. I bought a ring and I said, well, you know what, I'm gonna do this. This is what I want to keep on doing. I want to keep training. I want to do some shows. So I went and bought a ring, and I started my first. I put my first show together. That's how it all started.
Y bien, una lucha muy pareja, por ahí demostrando los dos lo que saben hacer bien. El aplauso fuerte, se ve bonito cuando los luchadores se entregan.
Mexican wrestling, Lucha Libre, is the best in the world. It's so complete. You know, you have all your hold to hold, your mat work. You have your high flying maneuvers, your high wrist moves. I mean, it's complete. Everything is there. So entertaining.
Oh, tremendo, quemándole la espalda.
I want to film a documentary about the W.P.W. All the guys that are here, they have great stories to tell, and I want everybody to see it. And I won't stop until Lucha Libre is on American TV and it's watched by millions of people. That's my goal.
I see myself doing this until I die.